Sorry, ain't no reaching me when I'm in my zone. They used to say, slow down, brother, gotta pick a lane. But it ain't no lanes in the sky, it's just higher plane. And we are back for a very special episode of Higher Plane Radio. They said 87% don't make it past episode 7. This is episode 8.
And I almost didn't make it.
Hey, but we did. The show's still here. I'm sitting next to my homeboys, Magic Carter, my producer, VA in the building. We're going to have a great show. We about to get into it. I'm so glad that everybody came back. If you are watching us on YouTube, make sure that you like and subscribe. You comment whatever it is that you feeling your opinion is. We'll get with you. We opinionated and unapologetic here. If you're an artist or a business looking for sponsorship or looking to be on the show as an interview guest or your music played in our rotation, then please reach out to us, higherplaneradio@gmail.com. We'd be happy to have you. Twitter, Plane Radio. Get with us. Connect with us on Facebook and Instagram, Higher Plane Radio, and we'll get with you there. And as usual, this episode is brought to you by our sponsors at Popple. If you are a up-and-coming artist or basically anybody that wants to share any type of contact information, Popple's the future. Forget a business card. Forget, leave me your number, baby. Just tap your Popple to the back of their phone. All your social media and contact information, including your Cash App, if you're trying to get that bread up, will come directly to their phone. So, get with the future. Get 20% off of your Popple by putting Higher Plane in the coupon code on the website, and we'll get you right. 1921 to 2021 makes it the 100-year anniversary of the Tulsa race riots on Black Wall Street. Massacre, thank you. Because race riots paints it like it's a fair fight.
Yeah, fuck that.
It was not a fair fight.
They dropped bombs on us.
Yes, they dropped bombs. If you don't know, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, in the earliest turn of the 20th century, because of segregation, black people were self-reliant and self-dependent. When we left slavery, we were all of the artisans, all of the craftsmen, all of the, basically the worksmen and professionals of the society. White society didn't have to do those things. So we were able to build our own ecosystem and thrive within our own ecosystem like other races do here today. So when they question, oh, why don't black people have this, that, and the third? We had that 100 years before you got here.
You blew it the fuck up.
They blew it the fuck up. Look up the Freedmen's Bank. Former slaves took all of their wealth and all of their earnings and they put them in the Freedmen's Bank. The reason that niggas hide money in the mattress today is because white people came and ransacked the Freedmen's Bank of all of its money. The Freedmen's Bank was uninsured. That means all of that money was unreplaced. No one was ever prosecuted. So when you asking why niggas keep their money in their mattress, that is why. That's where the principle and ideology comes from. Nothing is from nowhere.
The shoebox.
Yeah, nothing is from nowhere. And it was very rarely a fair fight for us. So, I mean, shit. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? We was having a discussion earlier amongst ourselves. Is there actually a such thing as a fair fight? My producer, Rome, thinks so.
Well, thank God that we did go through that because they didn't fight fair. We know that they don't fight fair. And the one thing about the minority race is that, you know, we're very, how should I say, self-motivated when it comes to dealing with persecution.
Right.
We're always able to rebuild and recreate. That's what makes us gods. You know, the fact that we can go anywhere and survive off anything. You know what I mean? And because of what they went through, you got young black men like you, like him, like myself, who are trying to do our own thing entrepreneurially and, you know, have that motivation of working amongst each other and having our own. So
that's real.
I'm glad we went through that. You know, just like even now, you know, it ties into now. You know, the black, what we're dealing with in America now. You know, we're still being persecuted. So, you know, we're still trying to come together and move and do great things even now. So,
right.
You know, it's just something that we got to stick to. And like you said, you know, can't forget. Realize ain't no fair fights.
No such thing.
You know,
shit, we literally just
when it come to war, you know, from bombs to gas to secret spies to, you know,
chemtrails.
Yeah, chemtrails and, you know, the food war. You know, there is no fair fight. When they're putting altercations in your food to where it messes with your genetics, come on, man. Ain't no fair fight.
Well, black people have this reputation amongst the rest of society as being skeptical of everything. You know what I'm saying?
For a reason, though.
Thank you. That's always been my.
It's not like we just was like, oh,
Yes.
No, we're not skeptical. We're aware.
We're smarter.
So, you know, when
We've
you're
seen us get fucked
when
up.
you're aware and you know what you survived off of and for hundreds and thousands of years, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're not able to survive off of that, like, you know, something's wrong.
Well, if every conspiracy is directly pertaining to you, like you're the target of all of the conspiracies, of course you would be a conspiracy theorist.
Correct.
There's not a conspiracy that I can think of that doesn't directly relate in some way, shape, or form to white fear of black domination,
At that
which was
point,
never really realistic to begin with.
At that point, it's not really you sitting there like, It's like, hey, bro, that's life. That's what the fuck we really going through.
Now
Like,
think about it.
and we going through it over and
why
over.
We don't have a conspiracy of them giving us money or being rich. Look how easy it was because they made up this disease and they said, you know, they bought y'all off. Right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's what your stimulus package was for them to buy you off to shut up, be quiet,
You
go
shut
shopping.
up while we do whatever the
You
fuck
know
we
what I
doing.
mean? So now that we're into this new world order system that nobody paid attention to, that was just put into place with the 5G.
Shout out to Bill Cooper, who said this in 1989.
Yeah, so just having that understanding and thought process of what you're really dealing with, like, you know, we don't pay attention as long as we feel like we're getting something. That's the American way.
Yes.
As long as you feel like you give us a couple of dollars, it's the 360 deal. You know,
Yeah.
we'll let you shine, be on TV,
For the chain, the car.
you know,
But we getting the
go
money.
buy a couple of things,
Yeah.
but we gonna get the real bread out of it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Well, if you made $1 million, then it's at least worth 10.
right.
If they gave you $1 million,
Yeah,
then the product
for
was
sure.
worth at the very
For
least
sure.
10 and probably 20.
For sure.
Right.
Cause them niggas don't take no losses.
So that's the thought process you gotta have even now and today. So it's not that we just make up these conspiracies. You know what I mean? It's the fact that generation after generation, decade after decade, you still dealing with the same shit.
Well, shit, that leads into the whole thing with the shot. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna get to it later, but it kind of goes directly into that shit because a lot of I actually read this shit and it blew my mind. They said that this nigga Biden was working on a deal with a bunch of black hair salons and barbershops to get them to administer the COVID-19 shot. Because obviously the most skeptical group or demographic is gonna be us. Every trip.
But that's why they did that $1 million bullshit.
The $1 million shot, yes. Because they know niggas need bread. They gonna play the lottery.
Million?
They gonna play the lottery.
What? Let me
Yes.
try this out.
But niggas don't
Fuck
trust
y'all
doctors.
getting that shot.
And it's for reasons.
They play on our ignorance.
Yes. Well,
You
it's
know.
it's to a certain, it's a mix because some of it is ignorance and some of it is actually intelligence. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the statistics to how they treat black women in hospitals, you know what I'm saying?
No, I mean in the sense of, it's the apple in front of the horse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
okay, I see what
you
you're saying.
know, you throw a dollar figure in front of black people, they go jump
That
at it.
desperation.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, you know, you have to realize.
By the
man,
time
like,
motherfuckers realize it, you too late. You got
They-
the shot
they-
already.
they fear. Why do you think they killed Dr. Sebi?
Early. Before this pandemic
right.
shit.
For the simple fact, you can't have too many people knowing how to get mucus out of their membrane.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Mucus is what causes sickness.
That what a lot of people don't know about that is right before they killed Dr. Sebi, there was over 100 holistic doctors that was murdered before him, leading up to him,
Right.
because of his prominence. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he was positioned where he was in Honduras, he wasn't the easiest nigga to kill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The rest of these niggas is walking around with us. So you could just snatch him up in the street.
Right.
So it took a while. But once they got CB, that's a game changer. Because a
hit him.
lot of those people were students of his.
That's right.
Right.
They went
Damn
to
near all of
Honduras and studied what he was talking about because he proved what he said, which is what science. That's the whole basis of science. It's hypothesis, and then you test your theory, and then you have somebody try to disprove that. Yes, it's a fact until you prove me wrong.
So you gotta realize, right? You know, we're gonna be skeptical because you taught us to be smart and dumb. To the point of what I'm saying is, you had AIDS for I don't know how long. You got cancer for I don't know how long. And you can't come up with a vaccine or nothing or to cure the flu, pneumonia, none of that. But all of a sudden in 6 months, because you get a patent cleared and some money involved, y'all all of a sudden got a cure for COVID.
Right.
A pandemic that's been hit every 100 years. You know what I'm saying? And every 100 years it hit, y'all change the prices of everything. Y'all change the way we deal with the type of money we use. Like, it's a routine. They just hope that
now
the
it's
older
crypto.
people are dead and didn't talk to the younger generation.
Right.
So that they have no clue that this is a repeat. You know what I mean?
I just thought of this shit, and it may be totally left field, left brain, whatever. But about a year before this COVID shit, there was a guy, I'm sure you all remember him, Martin Shkreli, the nigga that bought that Wu-Tang album. He was in pharmaceuticals. He bought what was the medicine?
They bought it for like $2 million.
It was like, it was for diabetes. I think it was like either diabetes or heart disease. It was something that people need. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga jacked the price up like 110%.
Yep, I do remember.
And no one could afford it. Now I don't remember the details, but this nigga ended up going to prison right before all this shit kicked off. They was doing that big trial, you know what I'm saying, and he was being the smart ass, and then the tables turned, and this nigga went to jail. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other people, little known fact, a lot of other motherfuckers in the pharmaceutical industry went to jail around the same time. Because if we in this game together, we get money together. So if we get money together, we doing dirt together.
Right.
And this nigga snitching. He's got to tell on somebody. So yes, he's not the guy that's going out by himself.
Right.
So with that being said, I just wonder, you know what I'm saying, if there's any connection between the two events. You know what I'm saying? Because COVID was able to cover a lot of sins by making people sit down. It's a lot of stuff that's able to go on under the radar that you're not aware of if you're focused on being stir crazy.
Well, you have to realize, right? The world shut down, the pandemic shut down because your boy did snitch. Your boy came out during that big court case and told on everybody. So, and that included presidents and Democrats. And
you talking about Epstein?
Everybody else. So they had to shut the world down because everybody was on house arrest. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the big wigs was on pause because everybody was under indictment. You know
and
what I'm saying?
fishy thing about that story, not only were the Clintons and the Trumps both on that plane, on that island. You know what I'm saying? So was Obama. But this is the crazy part. They arrested his girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, whatever her name was. She says, I'm pretty sure it was in TMZ, that she had a copy of all of his tapes. That was her insurance policy, that she had kept a copy of all of her tapes. And when I seen that article, and that meant that everybody knew, she's gone. You know what I'm saying? You ain't heard about her since. Not a damn thing.
They had to offer.
Not a damn thing.
They had to off her ass real quick. You the insurance?
Well,
oh yeah, we gonna offer you, or we just gonna pay you off and have you dip off somewhere.
Not even that. They ain't gonna kill you immediately. They'll put you in the hole.
That's what I said.
Until niggas forget about you.
You got to go.
And then they'll put you in G-pop and have one of them niggas off you in G-pop. Once you crazy, you doing nut shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? You irritating everybody out there anyway.
Right.
She done lost her fucking mind. She been in the fucking hole for 2 years. This bitch got arrested before this shit happened, and we ain't heard about her since. Yeah. Nigga, I was able to find out that a nigga got in bed with R. Kelly, and I ain't heard shit about a lady that has every name in Hollywood on a ledger for a known pedophile. You know what I'm saying? A nigga, I know the exact details of the nigga that tried R. Kelly in bed.
Right.
That's some gossip shit. That ain't even no real shit. That's gossip. That's the game, though.
You gotta realize, man,
that's the powers that be.
Yeah, there it is. Money is power. Opportunity is power.
That's even, I was about to say,
Knowledge
that's
is
really
even
what it
more powerful.
Yes.
So, as you know
too
the
much.
world isn't made off of who you know. I mean, of what you know, it's who you know.
Because
You know what I mean?
I read some shit. It said Jeff Bezos is set to be the first trillionaire. It would cost $300 billion to fix climate change, which I don't know how the fuck they know that.
Because they know what they fucking up.
Yeah.
Then if that's the case, turn off the weather machine, nigga. Just flick the switch. Just go up the harp and flick the switch. This is the episode where they come and put the rope around my neck.
Hold up, though.
Flick the switch.
Hold up, though. How much did you just say it costs?
$300 billion.
That's
but
how
that's
much
a
it costs
ransom.
to flip the switch.
That's a ransom, nigga.
That's how much it costs to flip the switch.
You're being held hostage. If I have an exact numerical amount to fix all your problems.
No,
nigga.
that's only until somebody come up with it. When they come up to it, then it's gonna be like, nah, bro, that's what it was.
That sounds like some Dr. Evil shit, bro. Like,
That's who you dealing
$1
with.
million, nigga. That sound like that type of shit.
That's who you dealing with.
Hold up, man. Do you know what country you in?
Oh yeah,
So let me explain something to you, right? Everything's pushed through TV, as we know, right?
right.
They tell y'all ahead of time, so that way you're not really shell shocked when it happens.
Yeah,
Right?
programming.
Okay, prime example. Let's take this can of pop. You know what this can of pop was during cartoons when we were little?
What?
They was the little doctor dude walking around, had the white
When
suit
they
on.
do the little-
No, and they had all the different bottles, the chemistry bottles, and he was pouring this in there, pouring this in there, pouring this in there, and the shit was bubbling up, foaming up, and they was taking and shaking it and drinking. And as kids, we used to be like, wow, look at that. But you don't understand, that's everything you go in the refrigerator and pull out. They done played with some chemicals, some artificial shit, shook it up. That's how y'all got energy drinks. That's why pops make niggas crazy. That's why caffeine used to really have Coke in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, like, come on, man. Like,
And
the world,
that was probably a better for you version of Coke than the one we have now.
So my point, you have to realize, right? Before they was making quality because it wasn't as many people and they were trying to survive. Now they done made too many superhumans. The genetics done changed and altered shit from the people to the animals.
Now they trying to slow that shit the fuck up.
It's too late.
Well,
Now they just offing y'all.
another
You know what
concern. I'm about to say another concern.
That's the only way you can't slow
goes
it
back to prehistoria because the recessive gene is always in danger of eradication, and the recessive gene is widely possessed by the Caucasian race. Their genes are recessive. That's why if you get a black person with a white person, they become a black person. You get an Asian person with a white person, they become an Asian person. You know what I'm saying? That's not by design. And they wrote the rules. They wrote that rule. 3/4 makes you, or not even, what was it, 1/4? I think it was 1/4.
Yeah.
Makes you full blood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They made the stipulation.
That's because.
But that
But that
wasn't
means
true,
they
though.
know.
That's because, like you about to say, they know that it's so dominant.
Right.
That just the taint of our blood changes your whole
You with
spirit,
us.
dynamic. I mean, not being funny, right? Like, we all know people who are biracial. You know what I mean? I have a biracial child, right? But you can't tell my daughter she's white or black.
Right.
Because she see both.
You dig what I'm saying? For the simple fact that how she grows up.
But if we look at history, that was by design too.
But that's my point.
Yeah,
right?
that
Like,
was by design too.
But also, no matter how she thinks and feels, she's always gonna be black.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I'm so dominant in her, from her genes to her skin
The
complexion.
melanin.
There's nothing that anything she can do about it, I can do about it, or anybody else can do about
It's
it.
just dominant.
So with them knowing that, that's the fear, cuz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's really the fear.
You even touch them, you with them.
Too many of us mix.
But that's
They
where
no longer exist.
once you go black, you can't go back. You know what I'm saying? They spun it as if
It was
it was a joke. Yes.
Yeah.
It's literal.
comical, but it's the truth.
It's
It-
literal.
We
Words
disown
have power.
you.
Yeah.
We will disown you once you go over there.
Because you're no longer, and they only said that because of reproduction. They only said that because eventually you're going to have sex.
Yeah.
Eventually you're going to make a child, right? So eventually that bloodline is a wrap. Once that
You can't bring it back.
Once that black child enters to that cipher, anything that comes after that child is gonna have black in it. You dig what I'm saying? It's a wrap.
But
that was the ultimate fear.
Yeah,
that's what started all the.
Well, it's even culturally ingrained. If they put all 8 Harry Potter movies on HBO Max for the month of June. I ain't watched them yet, but when I was a kid, I read the books. And in the books, they have a term called mudblood, which is when you are somebody who has a muggle parent. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got 2 wizard parents. You know what I'm saying? That's a Nazi. That's a Nazi ideology. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's Aryanism.
Yeah.
But it's so ingrained. Yeah. If you look at another example, kids that watch Dragon Ball Z, how they'll change from black-haired, tailed monkey to the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Super Saiyan or the Super Aryan. You know what I'm saying? That's ingrained in all of our cultures. That comes from Japan, but they idolize the same shit that we idolize over here. You know what I'm saying? Colorism knows no boundaries. They treat black Cubans and light-skinned Cubans completely different in Cuba.
I know this is totally off subject, right? But since you mentioned that and brought up Japan, right?
Right.
Who was the Buddha?
Indian prince.
It was a black person.
Which, yeah, I was about to say that's a whole other thing too, because they originate from Africa as well.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody do. So it's only in how far do you go back. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Like even
true.
the Caucasian, at the end of the day, you already a part of the African culture.
The diaspora.
You know what I mean? Without mother, there is no you.
See?
You see what I'm saying? She can create all color, all shade, all everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why, her chi, is our God and goddess of, the everyday man problem. That's why they say a happy wife, a happy life, right?
That's
right?
Right.
So,
that is real.
That's because she controls everything. Everything men do in this world is because of a woman. Whether it's your mama, your sister, your girlfriend, your neighborhood friend. Even if you're doing it for yourself to improve yourself, you're trying to make yourself better to be in the presence of others.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's a majority women to men out here. So who are you impressing?
And the capital is higher. The capital that a woman can provide you is higher than the capital a man can. Mm-hmm. Her worth is more. You know what I'm saying? But shit, we got heavy as fuck. We about to transition into a quick break. If you are watching us on YouTube, make sure that you like and subscribe. We got into some heavy shit. I want to hear your opinions on it. I can go as conspiracy as you want to go, my nigga. I'll put the 10 hat on, you put the 10 hat on, and we both grab magnets and see what's popping. So comment how you feel. Let me know your opinion. We'll get back with you. Make sure that you follow us on Twitter at Plain Radio. Make sure you get with us on Facebook or Instagram, Higher Plain Radio. And grab yourself a popple. You need one. Trust me. It's the future. You need one. Get your 20% off.
Hit the link.
And if you want to get down with the Plain Gang for your behind-the-scenes footage, access to merch, one-on-ones, all type of cool shit that regular motherfuckers just don't get to do.
No access at all.
Then join us on Patreon. Patreon.com/higherplane. And we'll be right back.
Hit the link.
Higher Plane Radio Show. Peace. Yo. We are back with more Higher Plane Radio. We got the local tunes in the background. If you're hearing this, it's because we love you. That's why we play you here. I'm a fan first. That's how I got into this shit. Huh?
Columbus on.
Higher Plane Radio. And if you're watching us, no matter where you are, make sure that you like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know where you at in the world. If you in Antarctica, smoking blunt with a penguin right now. I don't even think there's penguins in Antarctica.
It's a link down there. Go hit it.
Go ahead and hit that shit. Fuck with that button. If you're with us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, please follow us. Stay up with us. Get with us. Whatever it is, tweet us at Plain Radio.
Right there.
And if you're trying to get down with the Plain Gang, please please join the Patreon. It is exclusive content there just for our Patreon members.
It's down there too.
You get merch, all types of cool shit, and we constantly working on content specifically for our Patreon members. We can't say and get away with on YouTube, we can get away with it on Patreon. We making those plays over there. So fuck with us on that page as well. If you are an artist, a sponsor, anybody that wants to associate yourself or be on an episode of Higher Plane Radio, please contact us at the email higherplaneradio@gmail.com. Per usual, we'd like to give a special thanks to our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Popple. Put Higher Plane in the coupon code, and you can get yourself 20% off. You know what I meant. I fucked it up. It is what it is.
Hit the link.
Hit the link. Hit the link. But it's a lot of shit coming up in sports. We don't get to talk about sports a lot on Higher Plane, but
today we do.
Today we do. We got the Logan Paul and the Floyd fight coming up tomorrow night. Are y'all trying to watch that shit? Y'all up for it?
Yeah, I want to check it out. I love a good circus. You know.
That's what it's gonna be.
Hey, I think it's gonna be entertaining.
He go run for a while, get a couple hits in. Run for a while, get a couple hits in.
How old is Floyd? How old is Floyd now?
I don't know.
He in his 40s?
He up there.
So, do you think he knocking Logan Paul out?
Has he knocked out anybody in his last fights?
So
I'm just saying, like real shit.
So, do you think it's a legit fight, or is it purely an exhibition?
Everything he do there.
His last 5 fights have all been paid shows. That's it.
But those count on the record, though.
He's not even fighting a real fucking fighter.
This don't count on the record.
He's not even fighting a real fucking fighter.
Right, this don't count on the record. Well, no.
This motherfucker just fought an ex-NBA player that's 5'6". What the fuck are we really talking about?
He's still a legitimate boxer, bro. He's a registered legitimate boxer. He trains at a legitimate gym with a legitimate club and a legitimate coach.
He could have fought me or you and that shit would have been on TV. The fuck?
But that was the whole...
Logan Paul, if you see this shit, come fight me, motherfucker. What's up? $1,000, nigga, what's up?
It'll be a circus.
Nigga, you need to start training. You just hurt your back.
Man, fuck that shit. I beat his ass sitting down.
He go fight like he did the Japan guy. It's gonna be stick and move. You know, just like sparring. That's what it's gonna be.
That's the whole thing. A paid sparring match.
You know, he make a lot of money.
Yeah.
People want to see it.
My nigga made $1,300 a minute.
Has this nigga Floyd ever knocked anybody out?
No.
Yeah.
Not recently.
Not recently, but he's knocked the nigga out.
In his last 10 fights, has he knocked anybody out?
I don't think the last 10. I'm trying to think of the last.
Then I don't expect his ass to knock
but
nobody
he
out
did fight
today.
Within the last 10. He did fight real fighters, nigga.
Yes,
real fighters
I agree with those.
It was real hitters in that.
But
last
he
10.
had a strategy, as in I'm a stick and move, and I'm a really box your ass.
He really boxed him.
Like
niggas.
I'm not gonna fight you. I'm a box you.
Floyd is a boxer, and part of being a great boxer is choosing fights that you know you can win.
And that's what he gonna do. Logan Paul, you want a payday? Yes.
So does this help or hurt Logan Paul being legitimized as a boxer? Because I feel like that's the whole point for him.
I mean,
You
Logan
didn't
Paul
just hear this man?
Logan Paul don't lose.
He is up for a good circus show.
Yeah.
But
This is a circus show.
Advertising.
he's still a boxer fighting a boxer.
Yeah, but he still wins for the advertisement. He's not
Yeah,
winning
that's
off the
it.
Fight. He's winning off of the opportunity of being known.
The boxer he was fighting is like, bro, I don't really want to fight you. I have nothing to prove, but I'll take the paycheck.
Well, I feel like
My name is Money Mayweather.
I feel like
fuck?
the Pauls are known. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like the circle that they're known in.
Are they known in the Mayweather circle?
I feel like the circle that they known in.
Do they have any
Right.
belts?
That's what I'm saying. The circle that they known in ain't the circles that we would be associated in.
Question: is there any belts on the Paul side?
But on top of that, right?
No. What are we talking about?
But on top of that, you're not known just because you're in it. You're known when people who don't have nothing to do with it know who you are.
Right.
That's when you're known. I don't know who the fuck this dude is.
But see,
Hold
that's
on,
the.
Listen, let me explain, right? Mayweather, I know.
Right.
Why? Because he TMT. Niggas know who you are because of who you are. Right? I don't know every boxer. Don't claim to. I know some of the hot boxers because they hot. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Tank. Yeah, I know them type niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, because they known people. Now it's another nigga he fought. I'm not gonna know who the hell this nigga is.
See, now I don't.
So that don't make you known. Like,
well, that's my point. My point is,
like,
I don't subscribe. You know what I'm saying, to every single boxing match. You know what I'm saying? I know marquee matchups. I know who the marquee fighters are. I know who the up and coming guy is underneath the marquee guy.
I never heard of the Paul dude till he fought Nate Robinson.
Well, my point about the Pauls is, the Pauls are known for a completely different reason.
Who are they?
They're famous
what is this?
for being famous.
And what
Now here's where it ties in to boxing.
Where are they famous?
On YouTube.
For
right
what?
where we doing this right now.
For what?
For antics on YouTube. For
Like-
being rich enough or privileged enough to be able to do whatever you think of in a public place. That's what they famous for.
What the fuck?
Never
That's
heard
what
of
they
these
famous for. That's the easiest way that I could describe it.
Never
And for
heard of it.
somebody that's watching on YouTube, they would know. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where this is the domain that they rule in. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
They
that.
social
Logan
media.
Paul, throw the hands, nigga.
They
What's
social
up?
media
Shit.
influencers first.
I'm with it.
So that's my
Now,
point.
You YouTube
They
famous,
got a
come
name,
beat my ass.
but they don't have a reputation. You know what I'm saying? As a boxer, as an athlete, they have no reputation because they have no resume.
So that's why Floyd took it.
But my point
He
is,
took it for the YouTube.
yeah. Well, my point
Payday.
is, yeah, they both gonna make some bread. But the Paul's goal in this is to legitimize himself outside of being a YouTube nigga.
Oh, okay.
So my
so he gonna
question
get
is,
his ass beat on TV.
does it accomplish that feat?
He's gonna get his ass beat. Okay, that's the final word in this. He's gonna get his ass beat.
Well,
he's gonna get boxed up professionally, and he's gonna have two black eyes. He's gonna play with his left in the first round. He's gonna play with his right in the second round. And if that nigga can't see in the third, he might knock him the fuck out just so he can retire on top and leave this shit the fuck alone.
That's the whole point. Floyd ain't gonna attack him like that.
That's what I said. He can play with him.
Floyd go cat mouse this nigga.
Sidebar: out of all the artists we played, this guy's my favorite. This man. Huh? Some local rapper. I think his name's John Sprizz, Sprite, some shit like that. I don't be keeping up with these niggas like that, but I know this jam is a bop. I fuck with this one. I heard his album was okay, but he was crying a lot, so I don't know if I'm gonna tune in. That's I'm with my bitch. She might like that shit. He done dropped his phone.
He ain't need it anyway.
Another fun
Damn
fact, right
good
here
rap
in
meat.
Columbus.
Damn
I
good.
came up on James Road when I was a teenager. I used to stay in them apartments in James Plaza.
I don't need me no more anyway.
Off of James, when you get on Livingston. It's still here to this day. I think it's called Great Wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Chinese restaurant right by the Italian restaurant that no one in Columbus has ever visited.
TAT.
Tat. I don't know a nigga that's been there. If you know a nigga that's been there, please leave it in the comments. Let me know if the food is good, because I do not know a single human being that's been to that.
It gotta be fire.
Tats is on
James
Livingston.
and Livingston.
Yup. Once
Right
you turn
across
off
from
of
that
James,
big ass electric little joint where the
big
apartments
side,
is
been
right
there for years. Never been in that motherfucker. I used to think it was owned by the mafia.
Hey man, they either selling dope.
Which if it
Or they
is,
got the
it's
best
not.
food for
I didn't
old
say that.
people.
I have no idea who would even say
Hey.
such a stupid thing.
Fuck that! I said it. Come
And
see
where is
me.
it? Where is
Nah,
it
nigga,
located?
fuck that,
Hey,
nigga. I
hold
want
on,
this
hold
show to
on,
go
hold on.
past episode 8.
I'm
nigga.
trying to holler at
It's
you.
on James
I need
James
to
and
plug because
Livingston.
y'all been in business for fucking
But-
ever my whole
but-
life.
But I didn't even want to get into them niggas. Great Wall, right there on Livingston. I used to go there all the time because I lived there. I took my Army recruiter there when I was going to go to the Army, because he would buy us food or whatever. You know, they try to sugar you up like a thought when they trying to
This
get
is
you
a
to
shout out
give
to
your
that
life.
recruiter.
When they know it ain't, because he still got my birth certificate.
That's why he ate this food.
I did too, nigga. I was slamming in that shit. Okay. Been eating that shit for years, right? I fuck around, go off to college. Motherfucker gets on Facebook. They show a picture of their food from there. Inside the bottom of their Chinese restaurant box, is a baby mouse. The kind right before they get their hair and they still blind and shit in the bottom.
No, bro, that's when they was boiling the motherfucking hair off of that shit before they sent it the fuck over here in that box.
Yeah.
Like we already seen this shit on Facebook where they can boil that shit, take it, skin it
I
real
shit
quick,
you not. I'm
throw
not
it in
the type to
box.
slander a
We eating
motherfucker.
that shit to come out
But
that
I
box.
spent enough, and my mom spent enough, and my recruiter spent enough at this motherfucker for me to tell the truth, nigga. Them motherfuckers had flies in their food. They were caught with maggots and shit in their food. This ain't no cap, nigga. There's photographic evidence. Go look it up on fucking Facebook. Another nasty motherfucker that was serving the black folks the shittiest of the shit that I used to eat all the fucking time. Eastland Buffet over there by Eastland Mall.
Yeah, that motherfucker was horrible.
Bruh, when I first started going there, that shit used to slap,
That's
nigga.
'cause we was teenagers.
That's real.
That was the only motherfucking
That's real.
buffet close to Eastland Mall that
When
you
my
could just go to.
before my wife was my wife, when we was still just girlfriend and boyfriend, I took her out there one time because on some reminiscent shit. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't been there about 5 years. I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying? I used to come here all the time. This the spot. And I worked at Eastland Mall. So I'm like, shit, yeah, go over there. Bruh, disgusting. Food dried in a bitch. All of the shit, unidentifiable meats and shit. Bro, I shit you not. Time before I went in there, I ordered a Pepsi, and old girl kept telling me she was gonna get me some Pepsi. And that shit had me weak, nigga. I didn't even go, you want some more Pepsi? I'll get you some Pepsi. I don't know if we talk about the same thing, sweetie. I want something to drink. I can't afford more than that. I'm at Eastland Buffet. I can't buy any Pepsi. I can only buy Pepsi.
You can't eat everything.
Everything ain't good for you.
I mean, technically, you was eating everything.
Nah, nigga, I wasn't eating that
That's
Pepsi.
nasty.
I let that Pepsi the fuck alone,
Hey,
nigga.
cuz, that's nasty.
Hey, you know who else that I'll never eat is right there on Hudson and Indianola. That Hudson pizza, that Buckeye pizza, Hudson pizza. Never, cuz that's a great F. I remember they had the health department gave me an F, cuz, and that's why the food is so cheap.
What the fuck
They
was
take
they
EBT?
serving?
I don't know.
Because them niggas that take EBT, I do not trust.
No, listen.
That's because they been in frozen
time out.
pizzas.
Peppers, slap, cuz.
We're not gonna do them like that.
I ain't say you didn't.
We not even gonna do them like that.
But if it's real, it's real. I ain't about to spend my
if you know,
money to
you
get
know.
sick, nigga.
Yeah, nah.
If you know, you know. Go check them out.
Yeah, that's yeah, whole nother world. But,
You feel me? If
but
you know,
that
you know.
Hudson pizza right there, dog, on Hudson, right when you cross over Indianola from the left. Oh no, stay away from that.
And see, what's wild in the day and age of the delivery shit, you don't know where the fuck the food coming from most of the time at all. You seeing stock pictures and shit. You're like, let's try this spot. You know what I'm saying? And niggas know. And now niggas will chef some shit up in their fucking house and try to sell it to you on the internet or on the fucking Grubhub and shit.
The Grubhub, they are killing. They have a whole fucking hub station off of fucking Fifth Ave. And everything that you order off of this shit comes from this spot. It don't come from the restaurants. If you thinking it comes from restaurants, it don't. If you want the shit from the restaurants, go to the
restaurant
yourself.
Yep. But see, we was talking about projecting shit in television, projecting the future to us on television. There's a show on Hulu. I plugged it before. I called it White People Slavery. Handmaid's Tale. The premise of Handmaid's Tale is a world where people are sterile. Most people can't produce children. So the value of fertility,
Make a child.
yes, is completely different. That our system of values has now changed. That's the premise.
In which they said the
To where
child.
Now
will
they
do.
told you,
They have women come have kids for.
yeah, they bring you in for that particular purpose. You are only,
Get all jealous and stuff.
Yep.
Get on some
it's a deep ass show.
In which they said this pandemic shot would do.
It's a deep ass show. But before the pandemic, do you remember back in the day when they used to tell you that Mountain Dew was bad for your
the yellow dye in it.
Yep. It's called Yellow Number 5. It makes you sterile. Who do they market Mountain Dew? They don't market Mountain Dew to women.
It didn't work.
They market Mountain. It does work.
I got 4.
It does. It didn't work.
I was drinking. a bunch
It
of that
didn't
shit.
work for
My
you.
dick worked.
But hold on. because it's a twofold problem. We talked about earlier, our genetics is different. They got a different set of plans for us.
Did you drink Mountain Dew?
Yeah, but I
Do
ain't.
you have kids?
But hold on, I didn't drink as much as
Do
I
you
didn't drink
have
as much as
kids?
them white boys. I can guarantee you that.
All right.
I can guarantee you that.
Okay. Do you have kids?
And hold on, yes.
Okay. Then
But
it
hold
didn't
on,
fucking
hold on,
work
hold
for
on, no,
me
no,
and
no,
you.
no, bro, because we talking about society now. We ain't talking about just us.
I mean, I was talking about our color.
Right.
Yeah, we talking about everybody.
Right.
If it didn't work for them, it backfired
But
on them.
no, but
Shit.
the value system changed. That just means that we the ones with the value. We the handmaids. That's all that means.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
but
knew that already.
We still got to contest.
That's never been in the story that we
still
was
got,
under, man.
right, but we still got to contest with their reality because we living in their reality just like we living in our reality, just like they living in our reality. You know what I'm saying? So we got to contend with the way that they think. The reason that it's hard to get a gun right now, every gun on back order. We ain't buy them all. I guarantee you we ain't buy them all. Nope. No, nigga ain't. First of all, peep this. Little known fact, niggas make up 13% of the population.
So we can't buy them all.
We can't buy them all. You know who makes up the second highest demographic? I'm sure you do. Mexicans. They make up 17%. Latinos, excuse me. That's inaccurate. Not Mexicans. Latinos and Hispanics, people that claim to be Latino or Latinx, make up 17%. To be a second-class citizen, by definition, to be a second-class citizen means you're the class that makes up the second most of the population. That used to be us.
So what does that make us now?
Third
class
class citizens.
Okay.
And a third class citizen is a disposable citizen. We've always been the problem. If we the arch nemesis, you remember Mad Magazine? We all old enough.
Yeah.
You remember Spy versus Spy?
Yeah.
You had the black spy and the white spy. You know what I'm saying? That's always been the story, though. It's always been that juxtaposition, yin and yang. We've been the yin to the yang, the Hebrew and the Edomite, the Neanderthal, and the, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you subscribe to,
Let me
what
hit
you
with a real
believe
fact
in,
real quick, though.
if you take it to the today version of it, you know what I'm saying? The manifested God man and the lesser animal man. Either way, it's the black and the white.
Can I ask you a question? It can't possibly be black or white, simply because the 13% of us black folks have tainted everything. According to they 1/8 of whatever. Like, according to they shit.
But that ain't true.
We've tainted everything.
That ain't true. You know what proved that wasn't true?
What?
Hitler proved that was the point of they program.
already knew we was
Anybody
chosen,
that
even
subscribed to eugenics proved that somewhere there was a difference in the bloodline. They did prove that. You know what I'm saying? That somewhere we split. We were the same, and somewhere we split. Now we still are human. We're all human beings.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Just like we can be in two different families, we can still be in two different families on a grander scale. We can all be trees, and you can be a poplar tree, and I can be a maple tree, and he can be a pine tree. No, nigga, because everything in nature parallels everything else.
So
There's
listen,
nothing
but
new.
listen, right now you're dominating the whole situation. At the end of the day, you have to realize that we can't buy everything because we don't have the ability to buy everything. If that's the case, we wouldn't have economical difficulties. We have economical difficulties because everybody can't just go buy what they want to buy.
Right.
So therefore, they don't have the money to go buy up all the guns. You dig
And
what
our
I'm saying?
priorities ain't to buy
Then-
all the
Then on
guns.
top of it, no matter
Safety first.
no matter none of that, at the end of the day, we got too many niggas who've been locked up, so they can't buy.
They can't buy guns.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, so therefore, they have all the guns. You know what I mean? I don't mean that we don't have any, but the majority of the guns
we
that
got
been bought up
guns,
was
shit.
bought up by their population. Right?
And the type of guns is different. The type of
That's
guns that
what
they
it is.
sell, the further out that you go, which where they have them gun
we
shows
gonna
and
get
shit at.
handguns.
The
They
further
getting
out
AKs.
that you go, the access to ammunitions and shit is endless. You would be
Right.
baffled. I got a
My
homeboy.
grandpa used to take me to gun shows.
Well, I got a homeboy whose father-in-law is white. He got all this land out in the country somewhere out here.
So they out there shooting shit.
They have guns, like guns, nigga, like automatic guns, like you ain't supposed to have in Ohio guns, but they able to move that way. I delivered to a motherfucker. I used to do delivery, and I don't even know how we done got here, but we here. I used to do delivery for Home Depot, and basically we would take shit out to people who couldn't get to a Home Depot. Long story short, it'd be bulk items like lawnmowers and shit like that.
Like countryside motherfuckers.
Yeah. So we would be in these big box trucks on these fucking side dirt roads in like Hebron and fucking Washington Courthouse and Asheville and all them fucking where ain't no niggas at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I felt like once you pass that basket, that big ass basket, ain't no niggas. So we get out there, and we going driving, and the GPS says we're at this nigga's house, but there is no fucking house. We done passed a forest. There's some houses on the other side, but everything is so spaced out. You know what I'm saying? So we done drove past this same set of trees like 4 times. So we finally get this nigga on the phone like, sorry, we can't find your house. And if we can't find your house, there's no curb for us to deliver to. He like, it's a set of trees, you'll see a mailbox. You turn into the mailbox and you go down that road, my house is back there. You didn't even know there was a fucking road there. That's how the trees was set up. But you could see this mailbox, you know what I'm saying? Once we start looking for the motherfucker, we saw the mailbox. So he like, I don't think we gonna be able to turn in this motherfucker. We in a fucking box truck. So, you know what I'm saying? We managed to get down the road, go down into the fucking, in the cut, there's a fucking pickup truck. We drive past this bitch. There's a pickup truck with the fucking, you ever seen the zombie movies, how they had them big fucking headlights and shit? Fucking net on the back of the truck and shit. We go back there. This nigga has a fucking watchtower in the back over his house, like they do on yes, like they do with duck hunting and shit, where they get up there in the trees and shit. He has a fucking watchtower. We delivering a toilet, so this nigga convinces us we ain't supposed to bring shit into people's houses because we ain't insured to do that. But you know what I'm saying? He convinced us like, shit, I'll throw you like $40 if you just carry it in here. He an older white dude, so fuck it, we'll take the $40 and it's 20 a head, nigga. So we carry the shit in there, get it into this nigga's house, and it's like two.
Niggas do anything with some money.
Yeah, that's real. Back to what we was talking about earlier, but that's that desperation. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, we really had no fucking business driving that truck down there. But we put the toilet in there or whatever. This nigga has maybe 3 rooms. The fucking, you walk in, it's immediately a bathroom. There's a fucking, like, I guess what would be a kitchen, but it's not really a room. It's like a little stove set up shit. And then it's like a bedroom. So he's only in here for survival. He's got a TV, and on the walls is guns every fucking where. Like shit with the fucking grenade launcher on the bottom of the shit. So when I start seeing that shit, I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to go, bro. Like, I ain't trying to kick it, bro. Like, he's sitting there talking to this nigga, and my man's is too. So, you know, he gushing off the guns.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a motherfucking white dude in the backwoods with a watchtower, nigga. I don't know what he's prepping for, but I wasn't prepared for it, and I'm trying to bounce, nigga.
I don't want to be here.
I'm trying to bounce. He like, oh, is that an M16 with the fucking laser scope? I'm like, bro, like, he gave us the 20s, bro. Like, let's fucking go,
Let's
nigga.
get the fuck out.
I'm in the truck, nigga. If he kill you, nigga, I'll tell your family, nigga, like, you was a good nigga. I tell him where we can probably find you, because I'm not going to be able to find the house again, nigga. Right. The area.
On purpose.
Nigga. But that just goes to show how prepared that they are for a war that niggas aren't even thinking about.
You got to realize why they're prepared for that war. Time out, right? I mean, Edgar Hoover said it the best. Like, America's biggest threat is us coming together.
Yeah.
So if we ever came together, first of all, it's gonna be a problem because niggas go have that. What did you say?
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
We ain't
so
going for that
then
shit.
On top of that, if we come together, there ain't gonna be no more niggas. It'll be a bunch of black folks.
Yeah.
So now even the ones who was niggas just become black folks because how they came together.
And niggas separates us from the rest of the diaspora. Because other black folks with outside of the continental U.S., for whatever reason, seem to have a false narrative of what went on here. and how, you know what I'm saying, like we should have been so much better along than we were. But it's like if you got an abusive drunk dad, but one son lives at mom's house and comes and sees the nigga on the weekend, and the other nigga lives with dad, and we the niggas that live with dad. So he be like, well, shit, nigga, dad had a nice house. Why didn't you do better? Why are you an alcoholic? Why are you... Nah, nigga, you ain't see dad all the time, nigga. You saw him at the park, nigga. I seen this nigga on Thursday after a bad day of work, nigga.
And the bills was due.
Nigga.
Right. You know what I mean?
He trying to impress mom and shit because y'all got some court shit set up. He ain't got nobody impressed with me, nigga. He's doing whatever the fuck he wants to do with me,
make
nigga.
himself feel better.
And you sitting up there with your nose up. You're just a nigga that can swim. That's all. Yeah. This has gone from a very special episode to the conspiracy episode to the real episode. We're gonna get into a special segment of Oh Hell Naw with Daria and special guest this episode. So it's gonna be a lot of surprises here.
So she gonna say like, oh hell nah.
She might say, oh hell no, as opposed to oh hell no. I don't know.
They figure it out.
I don't know. They got it. That's not my job. We'll be right back. Oh hell no.
I'm Daria, as you know, and whoever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name again?
They know it.
But go ahead and say your name again, because you know we don't know, because you ain't been here about 2 to 3 weeks.
That's true. BJ.
Okay.
Keeping it simple today.
Keep it real simple.
Oh yeah, I forgot we'd be doing the different names.
That's okay.
It's okay. It's BJ today. We're done.
Bubble Jabosis. Let's go with that one.
Okay. So,
Make sure when you know what I'm saying, when y'all do the shit that it pop up at the bottom, nigga. That's love. I need that. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm just happy you giggled. I mean, that's good.
I try to giggle. Life is really about giggles.
Is it?
And shit.
How many giggles you be giving a gay?
I don't know. I say about 26, 27. Some
Okay, how old are you
in
then?
that range. Freshly 30. Dirty 30.
Hey.
He's lying. He's actually 42, y'all.
We
It's
doing
hard
it
out
for
here in the
the
streets.
for the older niggas.
For the 3 L's. So who's responsible for paying for the first date?
It depends who
But
asks.
yeah, it depends on who asks.
I would say
I
that.
definitely think that.
But I feel like most
But I
times,
think niggas still.
you feel me, like,
Unless you just pick a nigga off the street and you just
if you was
wanna-
raised a certain type of way, I feel like the man should pay for the first date. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it goes well. If the date doesn't go well, then who knows? You know what I'm saying? That's another discussion. But
real shit.
if you vibing, you know what I'm saying? Even if she asked you and the date goes well, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you should luck out. You feel me? Because that's how it's probably going to be, like, here on out. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be just like that. So, what you think?
Or you can be like the girl for Two can play that game, you know, when she paid for everything for her nigga and then, you know, he walked past the mirror and then he left her. So at the end of the day, to sum it up, you know, let the nigga pay. At any given time.
Next question.
Let the nigga pay.
Let the nigga pay.
Does it matter if a woman makes more than her man?
Nah.
I am kidding. You know, I had to add that little, you know what I mean?
I'm not even going to say like it depends on anything, because it really doesn't, because I feel like that's really digging, because if you really love somebody, none of that shit's going to matter anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you're not really fucking with somebody off of the strength of that, then that's going to be a problem. I feel like in most relationships, because pride is a motherfucker. And I don't even know what niggas be prideful about when it come to paper. I feel like if your woman winning, then you winning. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that is a great outlook that you just gave for the camera, but in realistic terms, we know niggas do not like making less money than their woman. Look, let's give them a hand clap for that one. That was a motherfucking performance. But in reality, we know that it's a self-conscious thing when a woman makes more money than a man, because for some reason, y'all feel like y'all
That's
lacking your
young nigga shit.
masculinity.
That's young nigga shit. Like
That
I
ain't-
said,
I mean-
if my woman winning and we both eating, it really don't matter. Like,
Well, that's where but that's from, like, if we do like
okay,
a little,
so if
a
we
little
both,
percentage,
if we both have a dinner plate,
99.9% don't think like that.
if we both have a dinner plate and you like something that's on my plate, you wouldn't want me to feed it to you, and vice versa.
I mean, I'm listening. I'm hearing. I'm understanding.
I'm just saying,
I'm
like,
here with you. Listen, I'm here with you, but I'm saying.
Yeah.
If we're speaking to the world and society, you're the 1% that thinks like this, and the other 99% does not think like that.
Well, we gotta represent. Well, you speak for the niggas that don't.
Well, I'm speaking for the niggas that don't, okay? Because niggas that don't, really, I promise you, it's like they can't do it for some odd reason. It's just like you said, we eating together. It ain't no shicey shit where I be over there like throwing up that I make more money than you, like. You support
That's
me
probably
in some
when it
aspect
becomes
and
a problem, though. It's like when you try to flaunt it and try to flex on a nigga, like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
that
I
shouldn't be
understand what the
done.
flexing coming to just treating a nigga right.
No,
You
you
know
just
what I mean?
said that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I
treating
mean,
a
like,
nigga right, you
but
know what I'm saying, is fine.
But treating a nigga right comes with, like, you know, X, Y, and Z. Like, I might be paying for this. I might be paying for that. X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? And in your eyes, some people, not in your eyes, but in some
know
niggas'
what you're
eyes,
saying.
it be considered like you flaunting because you got it and I ain't got it. And it's not even that. It's just a simple fact that I just have a good heart to where if I'm eating, nigga, you gonna eat too.
That's
but
real.
some niggas don't take it as that. They don't like that type of
Energy.
being able to feel like they're feminine, I think, in that aspect of being taken care of. They like always being the provider and don't like to be provided for. So when you get provided for, it creates this and like this energy or this bad air to where it's just like you think you better than or you think you this and that, and it's just like, no nigga, I just care about you, I love you, and I'm making money, so you know,
Right.
we making money together. Let's go out of town together and I pay, you know, type of shit. But it's not like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, your perspective was good, but 99% of niggas say that shit and then they get into the situation and it's a whole different story.
That's true. That's real, too.
Is it? Why do people cheat?
Because they're not happy. They're not getting what they want, I feel like. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I don't know. If you cheat, it depends on the situation. But if you cheat, to me, it's like what I said, you're not getting completely what you want, so you kind of going elsewhere to get it, but you still kind of want to be with the person that you cheating on. You feel me? Like, I'm not a cheater, though.
I love how you had to end that off. I'm not
I
a
had
cheater,
to.
though.
I had to.
He's
Disclaimer.
not a cheater, like
Disclaimer, I'm not a cheater.
And I think, are you single too?
Dark-skinned niggas don't cheat. Yeah.
He's single, ladies, okay? And
Dark
he don't
skin-
cheat.
dark
And he's
skin
dark
niggas
skinned, so you know.
Light skinned niggas don't cheat either.
Shut up. Shut up.
Don't start
Everybody about to comment that shit like, yeah, light-skinned
You
niggas.
know niggas, listen.
Don't start no shit, nigga.
I gotta sip water on that shit. Put me in the hot seat.
Yeah, because you're
I
lying.
don't know who watching this.
Hydrate. Wait, the question was, why do people cheat? I think
She got all tongue tied because she a cheater. She got think of
I'm
it.
actually not a cheater, but I really think the reason why people cheat is for validation. Like, and I think not being funny. My friend said something like, you know, not being funny with niggas that cheat. Niggas gonna do what they want to do regardless. Like, it has nothing to do with the person they're with. Like, you could be the best person, but if a nigga want to go cheat, he gonna go cheat. It has no significance to, like, the other person. And honestly, with females, I think if we do look at cheating, it's because somebody done got their feelings hurt in the process, and for them to build up their self-esteem type of thing, cheating helps do that. I don't know why I say that, but I'm not speaking from experience.
I agree
like
with you,
that.
though, to an extent.
But I
You know
just
what
feel
I'm
like
saying?
not
Just-
being funny, like, you're fulfilling a voice. So just saying, like, 9 times out of 10, women, I mean, if they do cheat on their man, is like, women are very clean cheaters, men are not. But I just
agree.
feel like with females cheating on
don't
their
cheat,
man,
though.
obviously something happened within the relationship to where either they weren't feeling validated or they weren't feeling like the complete love or they weren't feeling like the option, and somebody showed them the attention that other person wasn't giving them, and that's, you know, how cheating happens. Now with guys, I feel like it's more so of just like, y'all just niggas. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's like, I feel like there's no, like, I be trying to put in the aspect like, okay, why do niggas cheat? But it just be like, niggas gonna do what niggas want to do at the end of the day. It don't matter. They can have Beyonce in front of them and they still go cheat. Like, it really does not matter. Like, it's just, I feel like
you
niggas
on
are
that,
doing
but
what niggas
like
want to
you
do.
said, it's like to fill a void. Like, you don't know what somebody may have went through to reach a point to where they out here.
So
doing
why
whatever the
would
fuck they
you
want.
cheat? If you was cheating on your girl, why would you cheat on your girl?
Next question.
The question here. Oh, hell no. I asked
What's the question again?
I said, so why would you cheat?
If it was me, you know, if I was to cheat, you know, allegedly, hypothetically,
Okay, of course.
Put
Like Jenna's song in there. Hypothetically.
like I said, it's because like you would want to be with the person that you with, but either they affected you in some type of way to where you weren't feeling loved, or like they were feeling a void there.
What does Michelin make? Is it A?
You
tires?
said what?
What does Michelin make?
Oh, okay.
Is it A, tires, B, power tools, or C, brake pads?
Tires.
That was a dumbass. Easy ass. My shit better be easy too.
For BJ. What is Chanel's most famous perfume? Is it A, Chanel No. 5, B, Coco No. 12, or C, Chanel No. 6?
Number 5.
Your mama like that?
Let's move on. I'm gonna win this one.
What is Daytona famous for? Is it A, brewing, B, racing, or C, running of the bulls?
B, racing.
You had brothers? No, you was the only child. I forgot. Your dad watched NASCAR?
No.
What type?
Damn, fuck. I got CTE after that.
What type of beauty products does Paul Mitchell make? Is it
Here? Next question.
hair care? Where? Oh no, hold on. Okay. Which major car company uses a prancing horse as its logo? Is it A, GM?
Mustang.
Can I tell the option?
She trying to be like me and shit.
Is it,
Don't be this.
I got PTSD.
is it B, Porsche, or is it C, Ferrari?
You said a horse, right?
Yes.
You said what was the
A
option?
prancing horse. Is it A, GM?
Not just any horse.
Yes, not just any horse. This is a prancing horse. Is it A, GM, B, Porsche, or C, Ferrari?
I think it's a Porsche. It's not?
Nah.
But I only know of a Mustang with the horse.
It's Ferrari.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They got the horse up on the...
We up.
Alright. What type of cut is a... Wait, what shape is a princess cut diamond? Is it A, square, B, oval, or C, circle?
See, that's a whole different type of question for
Hers
real.
is directly equal to hers.
That's a whole different
No,
level
it really
of
wasn't because I said
commitment.
Mustang, so you see where mine was going.
Yeah.
Let me be like her. What's the questions again? What's the answers?
What shape is a princess cut diamond? Is it A,
I don't like
square,
that.
B, oval, or C, circle?
I'm gonna say oval.
Square.
I was about to say
And I
square
got 'em right
too.
here.
Y'all tied up.
Where at? I don't see nothing on there.
2 all.
Ooh.
Where is Jack Daniels made? A, New Orleans, B, Tennessee, or C, Virginia?
B, Tennessee.
B, Tennessee.
Damn it. God damn it.
What is a bangle? A band, B, a bracelet, or C, a hair tie?
A bangle. See.
It's like a bagel.
Repeat that.
Is it A, a band, B, a bracelet, or C, a hair tie?
A hair tie.
It's a bagel. It's a bracelet.
That's what I said.
So
No, I said bracelet.
You said
I said bracelet.
No. Make sure you rewind.
I said bracelet.
No.
She was fucking with me, so
No,
I
it was not.
had said
That
the
ain't
last
got nothing
one.
to do with your
I said the
focus.
last one just
You
to
just didn't
repeat
know. Just
the
say you
last
didn't know.
answer he
Just
knew.
what you talking about.
And
Not
then
admitting
when
when
I
you're
went
wrong.
back
Another
and thought
topic.
about it, I was like,
Right now
yeah,
it's 3-2.
it's a band.
You technically still in it. Right now it's 3-2.
Okay.
Where would you use a roto-rooter?
I feel like you gotta have a daughter to answer
Is
these
it
questions.
A, on your lawn, B, in a block drain, or C, in a car?
You said a rotor-rooter?
A roto-rooter.
And then in your drain?
In your drain?
You giving her like just easy shit.
A lot of females don't know what a rotor-rooter is. Okay?
Now I kind of feel bad because this one is kind of hard.
Oh my goodness, bro! Like
Here, I'll help him.
I'm getting sabotaged.
What percentage of women say...
Oh my, a percentage, nigga?
Yeah. It's multiple choice.
It's multiple choice. Come on.
What percentage of women say they've never had an orgasm?
Sheesh.
Is it A, 25%, B, 60%, or C, 15%?
Are we talking about heterosexual women, or we just talking about women?
Nigga,
Period.
it's B.
B.
That's your answer?
That's the most, right? That's the highest percentage, whatever the highest percentage is.
60%?
Yeah.
Nah.
Are you
Damn.
It was 15%.
That's a
See, I had my
motherfucking lie. That
I
to be
had
for
my
white
Axe a
women.
Friend lifeline, and I still
I
got this
don't know
shit.
why you used it. She's against you. What baseball team plays at Fenway Park?
I don't know.
Is it A, the New York Yankees, B, the New York Mets, or C, the Boston Red Sox?
You said Finland?
Fenway.
You said female.
What baseball team plays at Fenway Park? Is it A, the New York Yankees, B, the New York Mets, or C, the Boston Red Sox?
I'm gonna go with A, because I don't know.
Nope. That's not it's C, the Boston Red Sox.
It don't matter, nigga done lost
I mean,
already.
yeah.
Like, I mean,
Do you want to try your last question?
yeah, I'll go ahead and take
okay.
it.
They just don't like losing.
Which
I'll take
is
it.
specifically marketed to relieve PMS and other menstrual symptoms? Is it A, Midol, B, Tylenol, or C, Excedrin?
I'm not.
Might off.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna say I
If
don't
there's
know.
one
I don't
thing
take
I know,
medication. We
you
be out
feel
here
me?
thugging in these
You
streets.
feel me? If,
Gary wins with a score of 4-3.
if she don't need medication for that, then she's a thug. You just gotta know that. For anybody that don't know that out there, she don't need nothing. She a thug.
The battle of the sexes.
I feel like you trying to be like a little bit.
Nah, I'm being
throwing some
real.
sarcasm with
Nah,
it,
for real. I'm like, you a thug
It's
for
okay.
real. I respect it.
know.
I'm saying, like,
I
for
know,
real.
but I feel like
She
you
just
trying
want
to be
beef. She
funny.
wants beef. I don't want beef. She done hit me. I done got CT. I got
Okay, well,
concussion.
thank y'all for tuning in to
Post-traumatic stress. Everything.
You know, I tell you, you give a nigga a mic and he just won't stop talking. Anyway,
Y'all put
Oh
me-
Hell Naw is closing out. You have to catch
Hell
us.
no.
hell
This will be his first and his last time, okay? Because he plays entirely too much. Catch us in a couple weeks for our next, spicy topic. I don't know if it's gonna be spicy. It might be cool. You know, it just depends.
It's
you know?
always spicy with her.
Sriracha.
And make sure you hit
Sriracha ain't even
the
spicy
Papo.
for real. I
The
fuck with
Papo.
sriracha.
Is it a Papo?
Mm.
Pop it.
Apple.
Papo.
Popples.
Popples.
Get it
Make sure
poppin'.
you
In
get
the
it poppin' in your
CVS,
phone.
Walgreens, 99-cent store near you.
No,
$9.99.
we don't get paid from them niggas.
$9.99.
They need to go to the website, nigga, and use our coupon.
$9.99.
Oh yeah, use the coupon code.
All right. Peace, niggas.
That was Oh Hell Naw with my besties on the podcast, doing it live as they usually do. And
Did they say some of that shit?
I don't think they've ever called me their besties. I don't think that's something that, I don't think they'll ever say that. But I'm gonna pretend that they did. They gonna say it in
Hey
the
man, we not about faking it till we make it.
No, we
No,
done
I ain't
made it.
pretending.
We done made it.
Yeah, I know.
We about making
I'm
it
talking about-
manifest.
I'm talking about you pretending.
We about making it manifest.
You know,
If I project positively, if they've already said that, then I can go in the light if they've already said that. I ain't got feelings like that.
See a little false narrative.
No, you create the narrative. If this the
Yeah, but it's
Matrix,
false.
if this the Matrix, it is what I made it.
Well, I thought this was your podcast. I ain't know.
My podcast is the Matrix in the Matrix. We see this is the conspiracy episode, nigga.
Sign off. Real everything.
Yo, this episode has been brought to you by Popple. If you want 20% off, please use the coupon code in the description. Higher Plane. Follow us on Twitter, Plane Radio. Get with us at Facebook and Instagram, Higher Plane Radio. And it has been a privilege to rock with our Plane Gang. If you want to get down with the Plane Gang, see all the bonus content, because we've been going and going. A lot of this shit probably been cut out the episode. So all of the shit that didn't make the original episode, all of the bonus
you guys go to Patreon
content,
to get that extra.
you gotta go to the Patreon. Get down with the
Hit that
Plane
link.
Gang.
Hit the link.
Subscribe, follow, like, comment, let us know how you feel, let us know your conspiracies, dispute what I said, fact check me, nigga, I'm always open to learning. And speaking of learning,
The Hawks gonna win.
speaking of learning, lesson of the day has been repeated to you over and over again, but repetition is the father of learning. since this is the 100th year since the Tulsa massacre, remember your history or be doomed to repeat it. Don't be a victim to what has happened in the past. Be a student of what has happened.
Show up and show out.
Every day. Because
Make your
niggas
own
ain't
way.
never had a choice.
Bet on yourself.
And on that note, peace.
Sorry, ain't no reaching me when I'm in my zone. They used to say, slow down, brother, gotta pick a lane. But it ain't no lanes in the sky, it's just higher planes.